I think you should look at tax. If the wise is Solomon the king and the requirement is that of the governance of the country, then it would be wise for the king to calculate the requirement wisely, not to overburden the taxpayers, but not leave the country destitute or in ruin. So if it is such that the number is the number for tax, then the number of his name must be linked to a name associated with the number 666, a ruler and unfair taxation from this figure of government, and Caesar Nero is the sum of the numbers associated with his name. Him who persecuted the Christians in the year 66. This is during the same year Halley's comet passed the Earth. But he is also the one who put St. Paul to death. And during 2019 October 20th the tail of this comet came by again, and at the end of the Feast of Tabernacles. But apart from that, I must say that the beast is the government with its feet in America and its head in Rome. The number of the beast 666 is in the forehead or in the right hand. This points to a sender-receiver protocol and thus a microchip to register the person's actions. This is thus linked not only to Neural Inc., but also Starlink, and the reason is tax and what the global requirement of the government will be. But apart from that, I had a prophecy in 1991 about Neural Inc. and Starlink and Elon Musk, who by the way appeared in The Simpsons, who predicted Trump as president as well in the 90s and probably around 1993 to 1995 as I was a child, as I watched the show and thought the world will never be so crazy as to even allow a makeup artist like Donald Trump to be president. But anyway, the point is, America is overdubbed at more than 700% and their debt repayment is more than the military budget, which is the largest in the world, and the debt stands at $35 trillion with an estimated $52 trillion in 5 to 10 years, expecting to develop over time at a higher rate than the GDP increase. The repayment term standing at most probably 20 to 50 years, and a sinkhole in which the country's economy will not recover from, along with most. Thus locking down on tax after a great devastating humiliation for a country to regain its former glory and dream of freedom mimics a metaphor lurking in the redwood forests of California between the massive redwood trees on the way to San Francisco with bright red Corvettes raging and tearing through the tar pass is a scared little boy who just broke his favorite toy and angry at the world, the country itself. Now broke and afraid, stands up to defend its hide into Pride Month, the skies and beyond, into all types of venomous deceit, and even so to manipulate the world into believing it has any power over those that know the tipping point is a few barrels away. LGBTQ as the head fallen to sorcery due to the error in their ways, the Roman Empire or Vatican as administration or wings, and the wormwood bitter hallucinogens sweeping around from the pharmaceuticals to bite you in the arse if you dare miss a prescription. So the number of the beast is the regret of misappropriation of funds in the good old days, just at the dawn of the technical era with computers still generating excitement. It's funny as grass and flowers wither, so does glory, but best let it go, otherwise you might end up with a dried out flower as bookmark for your Bible at the major prophets to acknowledge that if I turned back to God he would have spared me the exile to Babylon swarmed by jackals and oses. Today it is true.